Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places with sunshiny faces.
Good morning to you.
Good
Morning to you. Should we just make a album with just
That
morning wake up songs?
I think
That's a
that
great idea.
we've kind of maxed out our content. I think that people are going to be begging us to please stop using the internet if we did that.
Yeah, people, they about to revoke the internet. Xfinity called me yesterday and was like, bro, you got one more chance.
You fix it to be cut off.
Yeah, we can't let you put anything else out.
Yeah, honestly though, this is what's so crazy is yesterday when I was feeling like, was that my best? Oh my gosh, I'm in that same shirt and shorts. I'm in my PJs.
You're in the same outfit. It's all good. No judgment.
I didn't think about
There's
it.
no judgment on the Wishat podcast.
Okay, this is actually way more interesting than what I was going to say, so I'm going to roll with it. But you guys, this is universal, right? Like about PJs that you can wear them 2 to 3 nights without washing them. As long as you take them off before you like do anything the next day.
You talking about underwear too? Or
No, I don't wear, I don't wear underwear to sleep. I don't wear undergarments to sleep.
Okay. I'm like 50-50 in that realm.
Really?
Yeah, like 50-50 on, like, I only wear, are we saying undergarments?
We're like PC.
Underwear. I'm saying underwear. I only, this to, TMI, but I only wear underwear to bed.
I think that's, again, a pretty universal thing, especially
okay,
for
but
men.
I'm saying, yeah, so in that realm, I would not wear the same underwear to bed. Again, I would change.
And I get that, but that's a little different. Like for me, it's like a big t-shirt and okay, would you wear a t-shirt 2 days in a row if you didn't get sweaty?
Yes.
Okay.
I've done that before.
There you go.
So, I mean, yeah, I think you're good. Like I said, I think you're good.
I don't know what it was, if it was my parents specifically or I heard that somewhere, but it was always that like you could wear your PJs like 2 or 3 nights before they needed to be washed.
What about the girl that came over to your house and tried to have a sleepover when you were in high school and she tried to sleep in blue jeans?
We were still like in elementary school.
You tried to kick her out the house?
I wasn't happy. I didn't try to kick her out the house, but she was one of my best friends. She lived down the street and she was spending the night and she wanted to sleep in her jeans in my bed. And that just felt so wrong, right? That feels wrong.
That's sociopath behavior.
I can't remember what it was. She either like didn't want to borrow clothes or she didn't want to have to like walk home to get stuff. And I understand.
She didn't want to borrow clothes?
Yeah, sometimes when you just get weird about that as a kid.
No.
Oh. I don't know. I can't remember the exact situation, but all I know is that like she was not budging on changing. And I don't know if I had shed a tear or if I went and got my parents, but I was deeply, deeply disturbed by the thought of someone sleeping in jeans in my bed.
Yeah, she had been outside all day running around. Yeah, that's a little wild. But
jeans in general.
Yeah, I would have just offered it up some maybe it was just like a long pants thing. I would have offered like some swishy pants or like some,
Oh, would you have? Too bad you weren't there.
Too bad.
No, if you want to like live your life that way, just don't get under the covers. Let me be under the covers.
My nose is running. I didn't got that cold you and Lucas have had for the past 2 days.
Me? Why do you keep saying that I have a cold? I haven't
was
coughed.
Was that not you sneezing? And
I'm just a sneezer. I deal with allergies, but like I haven't been sick.
Okay. Do you want to hold on the podcast real quick while I go grab some tissue?
Sure.
All right. Your dream.
Literally. Is this my audition? This is my audition to see. Yeah, if I can have a one-off show. I already did it that one time. If you're just now finding our podcast, then you can go back and listen to the first week that we did a podcast. I did one solo episode and it was okay. Honestly, I did really, really miss him, but go back and listen and let us know. Do I have what it takes? I truly believe I do. But this this little, sorry, he's distracting me. He's coming back in the room. This little, like, dot, I don't know if y'all can see it, on my forehead was an actual pimple yesterday. And I used a pimple patch while riveting. Astounding. And it is, like, flat skin today. I just learned about these in Turkey. Ooh,
Learned about what?
Pimple patches.
Did you?
I didn't learn about them, but I just learned the power of them. I always kind of thought that they were a hoax.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Dang.
Like, just another thing that the beauty industry wants to sell us, you know?
That's crazy.
And I borrowed some of hers because of the shoot coming up, and they really worked. And I think they work. They make it go down, but I still feel like it hangs around for a couple of days.
I mean, I believe, I've seen you use them, so I think that I've seen a lot of people use them. I think that they do work. I think maybe it's just a strength. Is it just like, do they have different strengths?
Maybe. Yeah. They work enough for me to keep going back, because for me, it's texture. Like, texture bothers me. I don't really mind, like, redness and stuff as much. So as long as, like, the texture of it goes down and I'm able to cover it if I need to, for if we're going somewhere. I mean, I don't really wear makeup even if we are going somewhere, but, you know, just if I want the option.
It reminds me of, do you remember the brand Band-Aid, but like when they did the tattoo Band-Aids, where it was like different colors and different themes and that's how it looks.
Do you know what this makes me think of?
What?
Our conversation on the drive here.
Which conversation?
About our TV shows growing up.
Oh, yes. Talk about it, because I would love, I'm not even going to preface it at all. I would love to hear people's, because I believe, honestly, I believe that there are people that would not agree with you on this.
Oh, of course you do. His default is that he believes there's people that won't agree with me.
No, you took a stance on something where it was like, I wasn't willing to like even come back and answer the question. You gave some really good points, but
you
that
do
wasn't
that
what
when
we,
you know you're wrong.
But that wasn't what we were talking about as well. But go with what you're gonna say.
Okay, first I would just like to state that I am choosing joy today.
So as am I.
No, genuinely, like I don't want to have any attitude, any unkindness, any impatience. The enemy's
we need one of them. We need one of them buttons where it's like the atomic bomb button. Where
yeah, blow it up. Yeah, blow it up. Yeah. Sorry. Well, anyway. That's my goal, is to choose joy today. And so as we enter into this heated conversation, I'm just gonna put that out there.
It's not heated for me.
That I'm gonna disagree with you lovingly. Okay, this isn't an exercise for me.
Okay.
So we're in the car, and actually, can you restate what you said, because I really don't remember.
So you were talking. You made the comment that Disney had the last, or you were saying that Disney shows had a chokehold on the last decade, and I said, what did I say? Why'd
you give me the very best Nana mug?
Very best Nana. And so
he also stirred my creamer in with his pinky right in front of my face, and it's still not very stirred.
I didn't want to go back and get the spoon.
It's all on the bottom of this, just so we're clear.
Just shake it around a little bit.
Shake coffee around on a white bed. I'm sorry. Get to it. What were you saying?
So, you had made the comment that Disney over the last decade had some. We were talking about the best shows, because we were talking about Hannah Montana, and so you were like, "Yeah, Disney over the past decade has had great shows," and I was like,
not over the past decade. I said there was a decade.
Where
Disney ran ish,
and I made the comment and said Disney's been doing it for longer than a decade. I said Disney shows have been popping for longer than a decade. I was saying they've had the last I know a century is 100, so I don't know what's between a decade and a century. I don't know what that is, but they've had the last, for short, since the 90s to mid 2000s. They had it on lock, and you were like, the shows that, anyways, you take off the rest of it. You said the shows that were from Hannah Montana, you said the stars in those shows were more.
Let me paint a picture.
Were more iconic.
Yes.
And that wasn't what we were saying. I was saying that the Disney Channel original movies, in the Disney shows, were a million times better in the 90s than they were in the early 2000s. I don't want to hear no Hannah Montana. I don't want to hear Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Wizards of Waverly Place. I don't want to hear none of that. None of it. I'm not taking that blasphemy.
You sound like, and everyone I know will agree with me, you sound like an old man that won't let it go.
That's what I sound like?
Yes.
I don't sound like I'm trying to defend a generation?
Maybe they don't want you to defend. Maybe they've moved on with their lives.
You're speaking blasphemy over a great iconic generation of Disney Channel.
You started listing 90s Disney TV shows.
It was Disney Channel original movies and TV shows, but I was listening to Disney Channel original movies.
Okay, we were talking about TV shows. You did not bring up movies.
I was talking about the whole entire thing.
You said TV shows because we were talking about Hannah Montana.
Okay, and
you said Disney TV shows.
Oh, and okay, and I said Smart Guy, and you said nobody ever watched Smart Guy. What is Smart Guy?
I'm sure people watch Smart Guy. I'm sorry, Smart Guy. No,
with Taj Mahari.
This was
Tia and Tamara.
Oh my goodness. Can I go? This was my rebuttal. Was that the early 2000s or the 2000s Disney Channel TV shows, they were impactful on a different level. Like, they created... Can I finish? Just let me finish. They created like international superstars that far exceeded and transcended Disney. You have Miley Cyrus, you have Demi Lovato, you have Selena Gomez, you have Ariana Grande was Nickelodeon, but same difference. Zendaya, you have Dylan and Cole Sprouse. You have who else? Okay, I'll think about it. But that is a lot of international superstars that came from having their own Disney Channel show. And I say this because I was one of those kids that was in the acting world that was being told on a daily basis, if we can get you a Disney Channel show, like it's pretty up from there kind of thing. Like that was the route. And like I was on Barney, that's starting like in there, then they make you feel like Disney is naturally the next step. Then the next step's a record deal. Then like that was the formula at the time. And so I'm just saying that was their decade of making massive stars, multifaceted stars.
We're talking about two different things. You know that, right? You're talking
So you want me to talk about the quality of the TV shows?
Yes.
Sure, have them.
Yes.
Sure. The 90s, I've never seen one of them, but yeah, great. 90s TV shows are impeccable. Great, I'm happy.
You've never seen Boy Meets World with Topanga?
Yes, I've seen it. I used to watch it.
I agree.
Was that Disney?
I said yes.
What was Saved by the Bell?
TNT Superstation. Okay. I don't know. Oh, I agree, and I said this in the car. I said I agree with you that those are massive stars. I can't agree with you that those shows were more iconic than shows that were happening in the 90s. Regardless of the stars, you have even Timothy Taylor and the Taylor brothers that were in Brotherly Love. Like, you had stars in the 90s that you may not have garnered at iconic, but they were still making. Would. Timothy Taylor had the 90s in the chokehold, just FYI. But that wasn't your generation, so I don't expect you. I'm not arguing the stars. I'm talking about the show itself. There was very, very, very iconic shows that were on Disney in the 90s that precede a decade of Wizards of Waverly Place.
I already said I agree, but
so we agree with each other.
But I need you to.
I've already agreed
later
with you.
give me a list of.
I have them right here. I can give you a list right here. I have it right in front of me.
We're gonna do an Instagram poll later so that they can get involved on this because
the amount of people that are you prepared for people to disagree with you?
My question on the Instagram stories will be, which decade had the best Disney TV shows? And then the next question will be
fair enough.
Which decade of Disney produced the biggest stars?
I'm agreeing with you though. Obviously,
well,
Zendaya is huge. Okay.
Oh my gosh, my toes are asleep. Joy, joy, joy. Down in my heart.
All right, so we'll do that later.
Oh my gosh. Right when I woke up, Jackie showed me a news article of some crazy sad news.
Yeah, Anna Shay passed away.
Yeah. If any of you watched Bilng Empire, Anna Shay passed from a heart attack, was it?
It's a stroke.
Yeah. So sad.
He was 62.
I wonder if Bilng Empire, they had any plans on returning, but if they didn't, I wonder if this is going to make them return.
I thought that same thing. Sorry.
That's so sad and unexpected. 62 is young.
Yeah, it's not. That's not old by any stretch of imagination.
That just not anymore the age where you're like, oh, we need to say our goodbyes. Like, that's not.
Yeah. It just seems like that age keeps getting younger and younger, in all honesty, which is.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like. Oh, God bless you. But I have the cold.
I mean, this was you yesterday.
I sneezed twice outside. I did.
So it was allergies.
Yeah. Are you satisfied with that answer? Because it is what it is. Y'all would know if I was sick. I would let everybody know.
Lucas also did do this in my face yesterday. I reached down to do something. He went, thank you. Appreciate that, boss. So no, it's probably from him. It's all good.
But speaking of, did he just cough? Did he just cough? I think he's good.
Yeah, he's good. We got a little time.
Today we are going to some like farm for the kids in KC. And so we are going to once we finish this, get him dressed, have some breakfast quick, and jump in the car.
This is for sure gonna be on the vlog.
Yeah, we'll put the farm on the vlog.
By the way, yesterday, just so y'all know, I'm like 82-3 on the home court here. Lacey did not beat me yesterday. She challenged me,
Jackie,
and she lost.
You are she
challenged me and she lost. She's gonna argue and say whatever she wants to say because she's a competitor, and that's why I love you. But whatever you guys say, take it away. You lost.
You're a professional basketball player.
Did you lose?
And you won by 2 letters in horse. That's sad.
Did you lose?
I lost.
Okay. There we go. Doesn't matter if you won by inch or mile, as the great Vin Diesel said. You lost.
Whatever. What the heck ever.
You sound like somebody that lost.
So Summer House Reunion Part 2 came out last night. I'm like itching to watch it.
Yeah, we should pull that up while we eat breakfast. Our fans gonna think we're crazy.
We used to watch Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
Boy Meets World while we ate breakfast.
Man, I was really tuned in on another show, that Recess. I mean,
I liked Recess.
Yeah, that was Timothy Taylor was the lead on that. He was the voice. So lock in now. Come on now.
Joy, 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 down in my heart.
Down in my heart. Down. You want to have a sing off? Anyway, sorry. Continue.
What was I saying?
You were talking about Summer House.
Oh yeah, it came out last night. I'm like excited to watch it, but simultaneously ready for this season to be over.
I am. I'm also a little sad. We probably are not going to
have any more
until I think like there's. I don't know who. Like they're just gonna have to bring a whole new crew in. I feel like, and I feel like Martha's Vineyard is our buffer to then maybe they'll start having like some crossover where they're gonna start doing Martha's Vineyard, bringing them because that's not very far from the Hamptons, is it?
Martha's Vineyard.
Am I tripping?
It's an island like off from like Boston, Massachusetts.
Why do I think Martha's Vineyard was like upstate, like upstate
it's just
New
East
York
Coast, so I think that's probably why.
I'm tripping.
Your brain thought that.
I guess.
Martha's Vineyard, I've been once, and I found the best lobster rolls.
I'm not a lobster roll guy, but this would change my mind.
I like, honestly, did I know that about you? Because I'm like, my heart just broken at 800 pieces because that's one of my favorite meals. I like arguably my favorite meal. I
like lobster. I love lobster. I had the lobster linguine when we was in Istanbul. Like, I love lobster. Lobster roll when it's cold and it's got the. It's too alive for me at that point. I don't know. I don't like it. It's not my. It's a texture. It's a texture thing for me. I don't like it.
I just need a second to more. Like
that's what you need a second on?
Jackie,
a lobster roll?
The box that I got you for our wedding with all the things that I collected for, honestly, now that I'm saying that out loud, that's probably really creepy. I collected like postcards and items from all over where I traveled for my future husband and put them in a box and then gave it to him on our wedding day. One of them, I think, it's a seashell or something. That's so lame. But it wasn't about the thing. It was about like writing you why I kept something from there. And one of them is from that lobster shack. Is it really? Lobster roll shack. It's like a literal fishing shack.
I'm gonna go through it when we get home. We'll go through it when we get back and really dive deep into that.
That's sad that you haven't like really done that.
I have. I just haven't been like there was a lot of stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been married less than a year. I should get an entire year to go through that box since you've got 18 years to collect everything within that box. And
I only took like 5.
Okay, so 5 years of things.
Mm.
Oh, really? You're gonna try? Really?
That needs to be on the top of your list.
Okay, it will. It is.
Oh my gosh, the sun coming through right now.
I'm loving. I was just about to tell you too. I was loving your energy this morning, and then you started low key hating on me, and
okay,
kind of changed my mind.
Well, I guess you just gotta rock with it, roll with it. That's all you can do.
Can we talk about? I just found out that Shaq owns Forever 21, Brooks Brothers, and he owns the rights to Marilyn Monroe.
Google, because there has to be more than that.
I think it is. I think those are the 3 he was talking about. It was only like a 30-second clip. But, I mean, he's got all the endorsement deals. Like, that's like the running joke is he's got all these endorsements. But he owns...
So he's a billionaire.
For sure. No question.
But Shaq, isn't Shaq like one of the most generous people you'll ever meet?
Yeah. I mean, he pull up to the car dealership, buy somebody a car. I think he's just always...
And that's probably why he's so successful.
100%. 100%, no question. Shaq owns Krispy Kreme, Auntie Ian's, J.C. Penney's, Reebok, Big Chicken Shack. That's hilarious. The General, Barney's New York, 24-Hour Fitness, Lyft, Papa John's Pizza, Five Guys. The crazy thing about this is because you can see how more current the companies get.
That's nuts.
You see, like, all it takes, well, again, he had an amazing basketball career.
Look up his net worth too. Sorry,
it's over 200 million for sure.
Way over 200 million. Anna Shay, who passed away, hers was 600 million.
What was she on?
I don't know. I think it was like family money, maybe.
I'm saying, like, was she the Shay family? Like, were they, like, did they own something specific? Do you know?
I don't know.
Shaq's net worth.
And that sounded mean to assume she might have done something business-wise, but that show was based on family money.
Well, he's not a billionaire, but $400 million is his net.
He's not a billionaire after owning all of that?
His net worth. I mean, you got to think, I mean, percentages of the company that he probably owns. He doesn't own the companies outright. Mm-hmm. Unless he owns Forever. I mean, I don't know. Unless he owns Forever 21 outright. But
it's just so cool.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is like once you have, once you have like, let's say like you're someone like Shaq, people are going to like he's probably having to say no way more than he probably says yes to any deal. Cause people probably bring him like even massive startup companies probably bring him these ideas. And he's like, all right, even if he could 2 million, he's not going to miss that. It's just like he's a very smart businessman because he's got to make the decision on like a lot, like, you know, if somebody brings him Uber, you know,
right?
If he likes the idea of it, then. But it sounds like he knows what he's doing.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I want to know how he bought the rights to Marilyn Monroe. How does that work? How do you buy rights to a human?
I don't know. So that means that the Marilyn Monroe documentary he's getting paid off of. Mm-hmm. That's wild. Maybe just rights to her name.
So O'Neill's $135 million investment. The firm notably owns JCPenney's Forever 20. Furthermore, the group also owns. So he has a investment group. Yeah. The group also owns the royalties of late legends like Marilyn Monroe, Muhammad Ali, and Elvis Presley. So Shaq owns a percentage of these legends' royalties since he is the second highest shareholder. That is insane.
It's brilliant.
Absolutely.
So
he got paid off the movie.
Yeah, Elvis. Unless it happened afterwards, but I'm assuming it was before.
It had to be. You can go around and you can buy. I guess Elvis
if
Presley.
You're Shaq.
Well, I'm saying, I guess when people's estates go up for sale.
No, I don't think it's estates. I think it's they. What did he say? They're.
It says. The group also owns the royalties.
The royalties. So I think it's music. No, because
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, their royalties like movies. I think it's entertainment.
That is absolutely. Who owns the rights to Michael Jackson?
I don't know. Maybe his family.
I'm fascinated now. This. You want to know?
I want to dive deeper into what the term royalties would mean for someone that doesn't do music, because obviously. That's where my brain goes. It's like music royalties. Yeah. But well, I'm assuming it still pertains to entertainment.
Well, I'll tell you right now. It's on essentialsports.com. Shout out. But it says that the shareholder of Authentic Brands Group in 2015 purchased what we had just read, the aforementioned things. That's all it really says. It doesn't say anything else. It just says that they purchased it. It says Smith could not believe that his colleague actually owns the right. Oh, this Kenny Smith. Shaq inspired his entrepreneurship. Smith, he said, everything is a partnership with me. He said, I don't endorse the brand, I partner with it. So now most people don't even know Shaq owns Forever 21 than what we just read. So
I thought you were looking up what royalties are, but no, it's fine. You don't have to.
Okay.
But actually, no, I'm curious. How do you own someone's royalties? Because I'm assuming it's like their name, their image, like their face.
It's got to be name, image, and likeness.
Okay, we'll see. And voice.
And where do you buy these at?
Royalties.com.
Am I for sale?
Buy my royalties.
It says, all right, how do you own royalties? It says investors can acquire rights to royalty income by purchasing shares of royalty trusts or bidding on a royalty auction exchange. If you're thinking about investing in royalty income, you may want to speak with a financial advisor first. Smart Assets free tool.
But can you Google what is a royalty? It's going to be like a king and queen of a nation.
Okay, so it says, this is on upcouncil.com. royalty income, everything you need to know. It says royalty income is a type of payment for an intangible work or intellectual property that is patent, trademarked, or copyrighted. These payments occur when another person is profiting from something you created with your permission. You'll also receive royalty income if you invest in a mineral operation such as gas or oil. Simply put, you can profit from the other person using your property by charging royalties. In most cases, royalty agreements are legally binding. This is type of royalties: performance royalties for the use of copyrighted music, royalties for the use of online images, artwork, stock photography, book royalties, publishers pay to a book's author, patent royalties, franchise royalties, mineral rights paid when natural resources are extracted, royalties paid to celebrities who use their name to promote a fashion line. And then it goes into like the agreement, tax implications, royalty income trust. So like pretty much, I guess somebody could say, I have the rights to Elvis. I want to sell you 5% of that, and you for X amount.
The
and
royalties of Elvis.
The royalties of Elvis. That is insane.
So
Is that him?
potentially I hear. Good morning.
Morning. Come here.
Oh, he's so sleepy.
What's up, Bubba?
I was about to throw up in my bed.
About to throw up.
Where are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just like, you were shivering before I slept.
Oh.
Hey, come on
Was
this.
it a dream maybe?
Come on this side. Come here. Come over.
You
this way.
did? Okay.
Come here real quick. Is Grandma awake?
I'm not.
You want to jump on the bed? Come here.
No.
Come on. Come here. What are you doing? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, we're going to go.
Yes. We're going to wrap this up.
Thank you guys
Yes.
for listening and watching. And we hope that
I'll go get my board and play.
you're going to go get your board.
You
and
gonna
play.
get your board and
Do
play?
you need to go to the potty first?
I'll wear my pants.
Okay. You what?
I'll wear my pants.
Okay, let's do that before we board. We're gonna just end this really quick, and we'll be right there. All right, thank you guys for listening. I hope you're enjoying these mini half episodes.
These check-in episodes. Okay.
Okay,
You brought a
like,
board in here.
subscribe, add us to your library. This is the We Shouldn't Have a podcast, and this is why we shouldn't have a podcast. But my name's Lacey Cavalier Carmichael.
My name's Jackie Carmichael. Do you want to say goodbye, Lucas? You say have a good morning. Come here. Come and say it in the microphone. Let me hear. Say it.
Have a good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Tuesday. And
Happy
we will talk to
Tuesday.
you guys
All right.
tomorrow.
Bye, guys. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.